So Emily in Paris star Lucas Bravo told a French newspaper that he's not a fan of his own show, that it does not, quote, stimulate him, and that, quote, I do not want to be a part of a cog that does not tend to take the intelligence of viewers into consideration. Wow. Catherine, what do you think of this honesty? Refreshing or a little bit cringe?
Well, he's absolutely right. It is a lamentable program. But it's one that presumably pays his mortgage. He's working in a very competitive industry, and the scarcity for actors is something he seems to have forgotten. I'm sure he was waiting tables only months ago. We all were. I never forget that come up. And I think now we're in such a privileged position to be on a show at all and slag it off. A lot of people work really hard on that show. A lot of people would love to be put in his position. And people ask me all the time, are you comfortable? Can I get you anything? Are you comfortable? And I say, I don't come to work to be comfortable. Who comes to work to be comfortable? It's not always gonna be the dream, but you're lucky to have a job.
I will add, I watched the show, and in my opinion, he's the weakest link on the show. And who says, you agree, right? And who said that there's no such thing as small parts, only small actors?
Only male actors.
I don't watch this show, I don't know this guy, but I came at this from a different angle. I found this oddly kind of refreshing. And go with me for a minute. I think a lot of times people think that they want to be a something, and in this case it was an actor, and they have an idea in their head about what that will take. And they, you know, maybe the dream was built in high school, they did a play or whatever, and then they get the job, and they don't realize how much is just sitting in a trailer by yourself for hours on end and doing really nothing. And so when I hear about this, what I hear less than, oh, he's so ungrateful, I hear more about, oh, his soul is crying out for a different job. This was not aligned, and he needs to find something else to do. I don't think, like, I don't think you have to be ungrateful to just be kind of candid and being like, this wasn't what I wanted.
But it sounds like he loves acting. If you read the rest of the quotes, he really puts other kinds of projects on a pedestal.
So maybe he'll end up on Broadway, or like there's a reason why, again,
or unemployed.
Or unemployed, because I think here's the deal. You make a very valid point, but there's something really disgusting about taking to a public forum and complaining about the very show that's paying you, while other people you know would kill for that opportunity.
We talk out both sides of our mouths when we say we want actors and celebrities to be honest with us, and when they are honest, then we beat them up for it.
No, but we want you also to be cognizant that this is a privilege for you to get paid the way you're getting paid, to have that location, and also to work with top tier talent. Not everybody gets that opportunity when they finally get that chance to be like, you got the job, and we want him to remember that. And also there's another part of it, I think he's overvaluing himself, because I'd never seen this guy before. I'm not saying that, you know, I don't know his CV, but I want him to think about an actor. You guys remember Regé-Jean Page?
Yeah.
He was on the first season. Some of you are like, no, good, I'm gonna tell you the story. He was on the first season of Bridgerton, which was a huge deal. He won NAACP.
He's gorgeous.
Right?
I burned for you. I burned for you.
And everything everybody was talking about. He won an NAACP award.
Yes,
he was nominated for a Primetime Emmy. He made the Times 100, lookout list. And he decided to not go back to the second season, which he was invited to of Bridgerton, because it wasn't stimulating enough for him. What have you heard from Regé since?
But he could be working on something.
He was in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. He was wonderful in that.
But to leave a job, to say this isn't for me, and to gracefully leave without slagging it off is one thing, but to stay and be saying...
He slagged a little bit, but how about this? How about the
but is he happy? Like, here's the thing, we don't know what we don't know.
Not every single thing is gonna make you happy, but what about the catch-22 where there are actors who are like, listen, sometimes you take this job that pays really well, and it's not stimulating, but it allows you the time and the money to do that independent movie that you really wanna do, or to fund your own project.
But here's the problem.
What about thinking of it that way?
You're absolutely right, and I think what he's doing, he doesn't realize, is shooting himself in the foot, because if you are looking at him for a potential future project, the way that he talks about his current job, would you hire him? You are disrespecting the crew members, the makeup artists, the wardrobe, the directors, the producers. When you are literally crapping on the current job you have, do you not think that Brad Pitt has had many movies that he hates? Yeah, the difference, he kept his mouth shut. So I just think, you know what? Thou doth protest too much, and there is such a thing as biting the hand that feeds you.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.